Hey, I'm Noire.
I'm Potwasher.
I'm Mango.
I'm Autoaim.
My name is Momojelly.
My name is Himari.
Hi, I'm Hishiro.
Hi, I'm Den.
And I've been playing professional Shadowverse for 2 years.
A little bit over a year.
For about maybe 2 years.
For 2 years.
It's late 2016.
For 2 years.
For 1 year.
And I'm here to give you some tips on being a Shadowverse beginner.
My recommendation for new players is that they play through the story mode and see which of the classes they like best.
Get all your missions done, get some gold, open some packs. Just start playing around with maybe the basic deck, some auto decks. Don't start net decking. Just get a feel for the flavor of each class and figure out what's your favorite.
Is to go into story mode. Story mode will give you tips on to play each class and also give you beginner cards that you can play with that will boost your decks.
Mess around with a lot of decks, try out new things, but after a certain point, you should look up tournament decks and really powerful decks. It's a good idea to make a powerful deck early on, climb the ladder, get some points, get some experience on a really strong deck, and have a lot of fun while you're doing it.
Try to join a community and ask them what are the good decks, what can you play, and try to have fun with that. You can join like team servers. There are like 9 teams that you can find on the Shadowverse open website.
The one thing you shouldn't do as a new player is vial everything except the class you're playing, because it's gonna bite you back in the long run. I made the mistake myself.
Although it's really nice to be able to get a lot of points early on, that also makes it more difficult to complete your daily missions. And a good idea to think about your daily missions and have at least one deck of every class that is possible to win with and clear your mission so you can keep on getting those resources.
Things to avoid are trying to spread yourself too thinly. I think you want to focus on only a few classes to begin with. Don't try too many decks at the same time at the start. Figure out where you want to start off and then go on from there.
I think it's important to not worry too much about losing and first take your time to learn the game and have fun with it.
A new player shouldn't focus on just net decking and playing the very best decks until you get a real feel for how the decks play out and how each class plays out. You're not going to be able to take a top tournament winning deck and just start playing it. You need a little bit of instruction to really get to that point.
My recommendation for newer players dropping into this expansion is trying out the Noire package. It's a new mechanic and it plays out very different in various classes. But as a new player, the convenient thing is that they share a lot of cards. So even if you try out one thing and see you don't enjoy it, you can apply a lot of that to a different class.
Like maybe Sword or Haven, things that are aggressive and maybe not the most intuitive, but will give you a good idea of how Shadowverse is played right now.
I would recommend going to the store and looking at all the pre-builds. All the pre-builds are built in a way that you can pick them up and start playing right away. They have good cards generally, and you get little bonuses when you purchase those cards.
I recommend Stormhaven because I believe it is the strongest deck in the format and it's not too difficult to learn. And it should be around for a few more expansions.
I would recommend Alana Haven. It's a rather straightforward deck to play. It's very intuitive and it has a lot of power as well, so it's very good for beginners.
I'd recommend something that is mid-range. Like the combo decks in Shadowverse are quite complicated, especially starting out with like no background in card games. It's like anything that's just mid-range, playing minions, not thinking too hard about 3 turns ahead. I'd recommend the Tempo Storm Meta Snapshot.
I recommend for English players to look at the Tempo Storm Meta Snapshot.
Be the Tempo Storm Meta Snapshot.
Tempo Storm Meta Snapshot.
So we've got the Tempo Storm Shadowverse Meta Snapshot.
TempoStorm.com, they've got a really good meta snapshot to keep you up to date on the meta and all the top decks, as well as lots of great guides and articles as well. And you also follow top players on Twitter, as they often post their deck lists and tournament results. So always make sure to keep up.
I usually use Japanese sites like GameWith or Gamebox. The meta snapshot from Tempo Storm, it takes those Japanese sites and condenses it down for English players.
I recommend following Potwasher on Twitter because he likes a lot of the Japanese deck lists and a lot of the meta comes from them.
Checking out streams, in particular, there's a lot of content in Japanese. Even if you don't understand the language, you can learn a lot just by watching the players.
All right, that's it. See you guys around.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.